Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Mark Walkout.
I'm just glad there's a lot of people here tonight because they wouldn't let me program this film unless I promised that it would sell out. So thank you all for coming, and I hope some of you have pre-seasoned yourselves in one way or another for this experience. All I know is there's a certain smell back where I'm sitting that is kind of herbal and sweet, and I know it's not coming from the theater, so somebody must have just did a little business outside before they came in. So yes, the candy you ate was a chanko nabe candy. Yeah, chanko nabe flavored candy. We'll be giving them out of the door if anybody wants some. But thank you for coming to House. This is, I just want to give you a little background on the film before I bring up Nishimura and Iguchi-san. All of our Japanese guests just arrived today. Yet they're going to be, even though they just got off a 14-hour flight, they want to come and watch House until midnight and then probably go drinking. But it just shows you what kind of power this movie holds. This is from what I learned about this movie from 8 years ago or something, when I first heard about it and tried to find a copy, was that it was kind of influential on a lot of filmmakers, a certain generation. It came out in 1977, and there's this whole group of people called Obayashi's children who, really love his films and respect him as a filmmaker. He's still working, the director of House. He still makes, one movie a year or so. None of them have been really successful. None of them have been quite as good as House, but he made a couple of other films that you can get with English subtitles on DVD. One of them is The Little Girl Who Conquered Time. That's available on Hong Kong DVD that some people might have seen. Anybody know that movie? Very few. Amazing. Another one called Aim to School, or School in the Crosshairs, which is pretty psychedelic, almost as psychedelic as House. If you go to Chinatown, you can find them if you look online. And he's got one called Haunted Summer, or The Discarnates, which I don't even know is a word, on Hong Kong DVD, that I just learned in the van ride, or the cab ride down here, that Mr. Ioka, who shot Blind Love for Mr. Goto, was an assistant cameraman on an Obayashi film. So that just shows you how far reach Obayashi has in Japan, that we brought a guy to New York and didn't know he worked on one of his films. But right now I want to bring up two directors who I think kind of exemplify the spirit that you'll see in House tonight of let's put everything into the movie that we possibly can and make it as crazy for the audience and give them their 1,200 yen worth of entertainment. And they're going to be here for some of their own films tomorrow night and all through the weekend. So you should definitely come back and check out tomorrow night's film, although tomorrow night's film is sold out, so if you don't have a ticket, of Vampire Girl versus Frankenstein Girl. World premiere of the film. If you don't have a ticket, there are plenty of tickets available for the Monday show, and all the guests will be here for the Monday show. And did you mention the House extra screening yet?
Oh yeah, an extra screening of House, July 2nd.
We just added, because all you people bought all the tickets, and there's lots of people outside shivering in the cold.
11:55 p.m.
So almost midnight, July 2nd, Thursday before the holiday weekend. Nobody's working on Friday. Come and see House again. You're not going to be able to see it on the big screen all that easily again, I suspect. And what is that? We'll wait. We'll just wait. Everyone stare at it. That's what I do on the subway. Thank you. So let me bring up right now two guys I really love, and I'm glad to finally bring them to New York. They're both big fans of Obayashi, so they're going to talk a little bit about what what it means to them. And you can see more of them tomorrow and on Saturday for the Vampire Girl world premiere for Tokyo Gore Night on Saturday night, which is going to be a whole selection of short films by both of them, by all kinds of other people, all sorts of other craziness. There are still tickets available for the 11 p.m. Saturday night show of Tokyo Gore Night. And just check the guide for all the other movies they're going to be introducing. I want to bring up the director of Machine Girl and the upcoming Robo-Geisha, Noboru Iguchi, and the director of last year's Tokyo Gore Police and this year's Vampire Girl vs. Frankenstein Girl, also one of the best makeup effects artists in Japan, Yoshihiro Nishimura. Nishimura-san wasn't with us last year for Tokyo Gore, so I feel like we have to pay him back by bringing him back this year. And our translator, Chisato Uno, who should stand over here in the microphone. And I just wanted to let you introduce yourselves first and tell us what House means to you. When was the first time?
ニューヨークの皆さんこんばんは。
Hello everyone in New York.
こんばんは。さっきニューヨークに着きました。
I just arrived in New York just moments ago.
本当にもう全然なんか ちょっと眠いかも。
I'm a little bit tired, might be a little bit out of it.
あと初めてアメリカに来ました。
Oh, it's his first time in America.
My name is Noboru Iguchi. アメリカに来れて光栄です。
I'm very honored to be able to come to America.
はい。
Thank you.
今日あれですね、僕は10歳ぐらいの時に見た映画です。
あ、そうです。
This is a movie I saw when I was about 10 years old.
僕は小学校2年の時
I was in second grade.
で当時この映画は、日本の有名なアイドルの、映画と2本立てでアイドル映画として作られている。
At the time, this movie was made to be a double header with a Japanese pop idol feature. So it was really supposed to be a vehicle for Japanese pop idol girls.